Hey guys, got some questions and answers from Facebook group, which is Southwestern Ontario UFO sightings and CE5. That's the name of the group. It's a closed group. No flat earth people. As long as you're not pitching, you can be a flat earth person. As long as you're not forcing, and no abuse. You can disagree all you want. It's all good. But no abuse. Anyway, here's some question and answers from some people on the group. And from my last video of the first tier to the 13th tier. Some questions about that video. People want to know. So, Christ consciousness, he writes, Tony Pony asks, you said in the video, ask Christ in Christ consciousness, well, how do you distinguish between him and your own thoughts? I ask him stuff daily right after the CC, right after the Christ consciousness, I'll tell you, but I don't hear anything. Is it because my skins are still intact? Got it. You're not supposed to. I'll tell you. Okay, my skins got destroyed. So I'm seeing the spirit world. Then I started getting Christ. Then I got an Archon. Then I got the Christ. Watch the playlist. Explains everything, but no one watches it. So come on. Anyway, well, some people do. Now, because you don't see in the spirit world, you're not supposed to, and that's why I'm making all this. Because I couldn't see in the spirit world before I broke my skins either, okay? I never knew any of this. This is all new to me, man. All of it. All these experiences from the time with that damn recorder, and I broke my skins, the spirit went through me, my skins, in my head, my spine, and my heart, all destroyed. I'm exposed, I'm seeing the spirit world. Okay? You're not supposed to see. You don't want to open your skins. Okay? You go into your heart, and through your heart, you bring your heart to your eyeballs, your third eye, your crown, your inner light, your spark, and your innocence. There are three different factors, three different things. Bring them to your head. They help you out. Okay? Now, you bring in Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is exactly what it says, Christ consciousness. Now, I perceive Christ consciousness as heat. That's like a big bubble of warm, unconditional love. Okay? And you chant it when you go to sleep and you're meditating. You chant it. And all of a sudden, you'll feel it, pressure on your heart or your back, and it goes. And then, bring it in. And then feel the heat go right up in your head, right down your arms, into your chest, totally envelop it. Okay? Now that you're in Christ consciousness, Christ can see inside you, can talk to you when you're sleeping. Okay? But he's not really talking to your ego. Okay? Unless he's in the dream with you. Then he can show up as anybody he wants, Christ, and work with you in the dreams. And he's got a whole set of psychological dreams that he's going to give you to see where you stand. Okay, if you need help, or you just want to be with Christ, you just bring in Christ consciousness, and you're golden. He can watch over you. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But if you need help, getting rid of a demon, attachment, psychological, you're hearing fucking voices, you need Christ consciousness, then he can go in. The doctors can come, pull all the fucking links out of your head. What they do is they cut open your skins, and they pull out the links. Okay? That's what they do. That's the nice way. You don't want the bad way. Watch my videos. It tells you how they removed my links. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, you're not supposed to see Christ. You're not supposed to see your loved ones. You're not supposed to see any spirits. You're supposed to be down here doing your work by yourself with Christ in you. Christ guiding you through it, through your dreams. Now, if you see Christ, it's not a bad thing. Alright? Not a bad thing. Talk to him. You're allowed, you can talk to Christ in Christ consciousness. You do not talk to spirits outside of Christ consciousness. Okay? Then don't talk to them inside Christ consciousness. If that spirit's a Christian, but it's not Christ, it's just Joe down the street, you don't talk to him. Only Christ you talk to. Because your mind gets wrapped up in the drama of that person. Okay? It happens. It happens. And you're screwed after that. But Christ won't let that happen because he'll keep blocking it and pulling it away. Now, you're not supposed to be here anyway. You're not supposed to be doing what I'm doing. Holy shit. Trust me, you do not want it. And that's why. And if you don't hear anything, it's good. Trust me. Christ has got his way to get into your ego, but your ego's looking for it. Right? Just let Christ consciousness energy come into you. That's all you gotta do. Chant it. Bring it in and let it be with it. The rest, your soul, your ego, and Christ, it will take care of it. And you'll know, because your dreams will change. All this stuff changes. All this stuff happens. Depending on where you are. Okay? Spiritually advanced you are. Spiritually messed up you are. It all depends on certain criteria. If you need help to close up, if you need to open up, if you want to open up, you can open up, but you still ain't going to see and still ain't going to hear. Okay? Not really. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to open up to these spirits, and you're going to be talking mentally to Jesus. But Jesus is an archon. Jesus is a demon that's wrapped himself around you. So you need Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is a protective energy that protects your soul. Now, from what I can understand, if you're in heaven, and before you were born, you were with Christ in his protection. Your soul and your spirit is Christ protected. You come down, you're born into Christian. They give you they dunk your head in the water and all that, they chant all that stuff into religion, right? Therefore, you're initiated into the Christian religion on the earth. Okay? Now, that's supposed to be whatever. In the real way, that's supposed to be it. Now, the religion will psychotrauma you, more or less, all of it. This bullshit lie. Okay? But all you need to know is Christ consciousness. I've never read a Bible. I've been to a church once. I did some archaeological work in a church, a slave church, where the people on the railroad came to the church and hid from the evil guys here in Windsor. I did that. I did the archaeological work. I got some EVPs and some cool ghost stuff, and blew the priest away. I gotta make a video on that. But yeah, I blew the priest away because he asked me, very one of the coolest priests I've ever met. He goes, "So you're a psychic? What do you see? What do you see in me?" And I go, I don't see too much right now, but if I get anything, like later, next couple days or so, I'll let you know." He goes, "Okay, that's cool." And so I went home that night and had a dream about him, and he was talking to himself. He was talking to himself, and he was talking to himself, and he looked exactly like, there's two of them. It was like him and his brother talking. They're twins, and they're doing different things, but they're twins. And so I went back to do more archaeological work in the Underground Railroad underneath the church. And he goes, I go, hey, by the way, I got something the other night. And in a vision dream. And he goes, really? What'd you get? And I don't know if he was doubting me that I was a fucking chump, or we're just, fellow brothers talking. I go, I had a dream. I don't know nothing about this guy. Just met him the other day. Talked to him for 5 minutes. He goes, I had a vision, dream, where you're standing in the church and you're talking to yourself. But then I realized you were talking to your brother, and you're both doing separate things. And right now he starts crying. He's crying. Tears. He's holding. Snot's coming out and everything. Blowing his nose. He's crying. He walks away. I'm like, oh, fuck. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, my twin brother died when we were little kids. My twin brother died. And he shook my hand, gave me a hug, blessed you, and I started fucking crying. So it was all beautiful. And then, it was really good. So I'm not a chump, man. What happens? I got 1,000 videos to make yet. Shit, I ain't even started. So anyway, Christ consciousness. It's just an energy. Now, all the Christ, whatever tier you're on, I just learned this today. Whatever tier you're on, that Christ, or one of the Christs that lives, that works that tier, is going to help you out. Alright? He'll come and help you out. If you have one, or if you don't. If you're already taken care of from birth, or, you know what I mean? With a Christ, in whatever tier you're on, working, wherever you're living, that's where you're going to be. I guess. That's the way I see it. And, yeah. So, Christ consciousness, inner light, innocence, and the spark inside you. Bring them all to your head. Go to bed. Or, if you want to get more detailed, ask your inner light. Ask everything. Ask Christ consciousness, ask your inner light, and I tell you how I do it. And it's simple. It's the most simplest thing. All you gotta do is meditate. Learn to meditate and relax and turn off your head. And ask questions. And you get your answers. Maybe you get answers differently. But I'm just telling you how I get my answers. So if you hear anything like I described for myself, well, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. I'm not totally unlike anybody else on Earth. Same shit happens to me. Happens to everybody else. The ETs contacted me. They contacted my sister. I didn't know it until one day she comes and goes, the ETs are coming. I got me. Boom. Blew me away. Verification. Anyway, next question. What's it mean to be a Christ at level 13? Well, maybe that's not. What's it mean to be? I don't know. What's it mean to be a Christ? 13. I don't know. I don't know. It means you beat all the others bullshit down below. So each level, from what I understand, which is a hell of a lot, I don't know. I'm a Christ, but I just got here, so getting Christ conscious in my head with all the rules and all I have no clue. I'm assuming from what I experienced, every time I got to a new level, Christ would give me a series of dreams. Okay? Because I started out, I got Christ in me, Christ consciousness, when I broke my skins. Okay? So when I broke my skins, they took me right to the bottom. They had to find out which level I was. Right? They had to find out which level I was. So they started giving me tests. And it was a dream space. Now, what the tests are, there's thousands of them. And I think it all started with Jello Biafra. The Jello Jesus. In the Golden Kingdom. Okay? That's when they started figuring out who the fuck I was and what's going on and why. Okay? And so after that, they gave me a series of dreams, Christ would. And it would be like you're walking down the street and a little kid rides his bike. A little kid rides his bike out onto the street and you see a car coming. What are you going to do? You're going to run out there and save the kid? Throw him off, and grab the kid, throw him on the grass. You get hit by the car and die. Get your fucking head run over. Or are you going to run and hide because the kid died? Right? Kid, and you let the kid get hit by the car. These are all psycho dreams, and they go deep. They go from inverted to outverted. You can never get it. But up here, like one of the last heavy dreams I had, and I think I made a video about it. I couldn't understand what up was down, was left and right, inverted, outverted, but I passed it. I didn't even understand the dream. I think I made a video about it. It was messed up. It was like 5-6 dimensions of craziness. In a room full of mirrors and boxes and Christs and me, myself, and 3 parts of me. All fuck, it was nuts. And it was all inverted. And I passed it. Screwed me up for a couple days, but I passed it. But I didn't even know it was a test. As soon as you know, it's like when you're in school. For me, when I'm in school and the teacher gives you a test, you're all fucking stressed out. The test is test day. It's test day. It's test day. So you're all stressed out about the test. And you can't do it. And you fail. That's how I was in school. But don't tell me it's a test, and I pass everything. And that's what happened in Christ. They never told me they were testing me. I was just having fucking dreams, and I wake up and he goes, well, you did this right, you did this right, and you get the next dream. Or you fucked up. But I didn't really fuck up. And I go, no, I didn't fuck up. And I go, because you're giving me the dream. I go, I can see when I'm dreaming the dream, I know when I'm being influenced by you. He goes, how do you know that? And I go, I can feel you come into the fucking dream. I can feel your influence in my dream, creating my dream for me. And I go, that's why I know you're setting up in the dream. I go, I already know it's you, and you're making me go that way. So I go that way. I already know in the dream when it's happening. So I just instinctively do it. And he goes, how do you know? And I go, I know. I don't know how I know. I just know. And I go, tell me to go do something bad, and I don't do it, right? And he goes, right, because it goes against the flow, right? And I goes, right. And I go, well, how do I fucking do it? And he goes, that's why you pass. And I go, I know. So, and he goes, but this time you failed. And I go, I know. Which was because he was telling me, I can't remember, hold on. I failed one dream, but I caught him on it. And I go, it wasn't the same as the dream where you were influencing me. So I thought it was just a normal dream, and I could create my own little dream and have a good time. It's about sex or something with a girl. And he said, well, he didn't influence me, but he was influencing me in the dream in a different way. And I go, uh-huh. It was fucking nuts, man. It was crazy. Anyway, something like that happened where he didn't influence me. It was my own cognitive thoughts in the dream, but he was orchestrating the dream to see if I'd pass on my own. And the dreams change a little bit from time to time, the higher you went up. So you never know Christ. You never get a beat down on Christ. Never. He's got so many ins and outs, man. You'll never. But he's got one. When you're with Christ, he's going to give you the dream, and you're going to do them, and he's going to determine where you stand. And so when I failed that one dream, there was a reason why I failed the dream, but I already knew I failed the dream, and I told him something like I didn't want to participate, I didn't want to do that, And so forget about it. I already knew you were doing it, so I didn't want to do it because I was tired of fucking playing these. And I told him, I woke up, I go, I'm tired of these dreams, man. I go, I already had this one for the last 10 crates down there. And he's like, all right. I go, why are you giving me this dream? I already dreamt it 50 times. I'm tired of it. So I went out, and I think I went out and did something deliberately bad. Where, just to change it up. You know what I mean? So I passed. Then they made me a Christ. I already know all this shit. I already know. I'm talking to Christ in the dream. Christ is all quiet. He's sitting. He's in the dream with me. He's staring he's staring. The spirit of Christ, is in my head, staring into my dream, creating the dream. And as the dream's doing, as I'm in the dream doing what I'm supposed to be doing, he puts up a scenario in the dream, which is the psycho test. Are you going to save the little kid and kill yourself for the little kid? Or are you going to run and hide like a little bitch? Well, I go and save the kid, and I actually dive right through the windshield. Right? I throw the kid in the grass and dive right into the windshield. I already know. I start creating. Well, I know I'm going to die. So I might as well be like a Superman and go right through the windshield and out the back, and then stand up and go, yeah. You know what I mean? You're playing. This is playing. I've done this fucking dream 1,000 times. So much, I'm creating my own shit with Christ. And I wake up, he's crying. I'm going, what? And he goes, I love you. And I'm like, why? I love you too. And we're all fucking loving each other. I go, why you love me? What's the matter? What happened? He goes, you're creating off of my creation. I'm like, in the test. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. He goes, you're Christ. But I'm not Christ. I wasn't Christ, but they made me Christ because I'm doing Christ stuff. And I go, dude, I go, look, bro. Here it is. I can hook up to someone in a body 11,000 miles away in India. Go right up into her, will myself into her dream, and dream with her. And manipulate her dream. I hook up to the extraterrestrials in space, wherever they are. They're sleeping. I can hook up and talk to them. I can look around the ship. I go to fucking Mars and do all this. Come with me, I'll show you. So we do. He's crying. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, dude, I'm tired of this fucking dream. I know it. And it's not just one dream. Each level has 100 dreams. So they give you a couple. And if you pass them with flying colors, it's like the aliens are coming. One of the lower Christ, he was teaching me, doing this thing. 90% of the times, I'm releasing energy, crying and bitching, and it hurts all day long. Okay? So Christ, he starts doing this dream stuff on me. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go do CE5. So I lay down and meditate. I start chanting. I will myself to the ETs. Boom! I reach out, touch the ET, and there's an ET looking at me. Christ comes into me, sees the ET, he starts freaking out. Well, and I'm doing it consciously for the CE5. Christ is like, you don't believe him. He don't belong on level 5. He belongs on level 13. That's level 13 shit or beyond. All right. I told him I moved a fucking satellite right out of orbit. It cost the CBC $20 million to move it back. One of my best days. So, and I proved it to my friends. I'm telling him. He's like, you did not. I'm like, I saw. And then my spirit, my innocence goes, yes, he did, Jesus. I was there. I saw it. I helped him do it. Jesus fucking off to the next tier. I didn't really know everything at the time, But I caught up real fucking fast when I got at the top. I can see it all now, right? Because I'm out. I've done it. I've been there. So this is what happens. And, I don't know. Dreams are just like a mouse going through the cheese, Same fucking path, same fucking thing. But you feel it. You feel it. Go. You feel it in the dream. You're running down the street and there's a person laying there bleeding. What are you going to do? Oh, here's one he gave me. There's a grandma at the checkout counter. And I'm at the checkout counter in the grocery store. And the grandma's in front of me. And she's real old. She's taking out penny by penny. Right? And then another grandma butts in front and says, "Look out, mister. I'm here. I was here when you were gone." Or something like that. And you're like, okay. And I'm like, okay. So I go to the next one. I go to the next till. Now, I woke up from that dream. Jesus is crying. He goes, you passed the dream. You passed the dream. I love you, you passed the dream. I'm like, well, what the hell else was I going to do? Bash her head into the fucking cash register? He goes, some people do. I'm like, really? I go, to me, I thought it was just real life. I thought I was actually buying something in the cash register. I didn't even know it was a fucking dream. I go, this is what I do in real life. I mean, I swear and curse and get excited and shit, but that was another test. That was a test. You want to know how I react against miserable grandmas? I'm like, that's her garbage. Fuck it. I'm going over there. I'm tired of waiting. I didn't do nothing. So, there's thousands of dreams, and then they make up new ones. And they're pretty much the same, but there's levels. There's even levels of tests. Different kinds of psychological tests. All different levels of these tests. Oh, it's endless. And the Jello Biafra. The Jello Jesus Christ. He was the worst. Holy fuck. Okay. Another question and answer. I got a minute and a half left. So I'll make another one after this. I got nothing to do all night. It's 100 degrees outside. I'm bored as hell. So I was gonna make some videos, post them up. And the next one's about ETs in Christ and higher end of my situation in Christ. How do you? Anyway, later. I'll be right back.